Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and today we're going to be checking out some factions that I found on the workshop. These are some historical factions. They are based on Total War factions, as it happens. They're all made by someone called TK, and in the description I'll have the link to his mod.io page, where you can find all of these. He's been doing something where he's like trying to recreate all of the Total War Rome 2 factions in tabs. So what we're going to be doing here is just putting him up against my historical factions of the same type and just seeing how well they fare. Now I have checked out a couple of these quickly before when I got them yesterday, but we're going to be looking at them properly in detail. So here is his Rome faction. That's what we're going to be starting off with. We're going to be putting him against my Roman faction here, which has got what, 21 units or something like that. Doesn't look like 21 units. It might not be 21 units, but yeah, that's definitely not 21 units. But yeah, anyway, we're going to be putting him up against my units here. So here's what he's got in his Total War faction. He's got Hastati, Gladiators, Legionaries, Armoured Legionaries, Praetorian Guard, Vigiles, Triari, Light Pilum, Heavy Pilum, and Auxiliary Archers. So, let's just get out some Hastati. Here they are, your basic Republic infantry. Let's put out 21 of them, there you go. So here they are, looking quite nice. He's done them quite well. This isn't like a proper review of these factions, by the way. I'm hardly a expert on tabs factions. I'm just going to be looking at these factions objectively, what I think of them, and just comparing them to my units, which are in no way a sort of bench point for any sort of other units. So yeah, I'm just going to be looking at these units as they are, not going to be purely reviewing them. I'll just be saying my thoughts on them. So yeah, these guys, they're looking nice. They've got their chest armor. They've got I do like with his historical units, his Total War units, he has done the clothes very nicely. I do like how most of these guys look. And I like how he's meshed together a couple of helmets so that these guys have actually got plumes on them, but also have still got a Roman helmet on. That's very nice. I like it. I like what he's done with them. But yeah, these guys, they've got just the regular legionary shield there. So putting them up, the closest thing I sort of have, I could try some trainee legionaries actually. Thinking about it, although trainee legionaries, I've given these guys wooden swords and wooden shields because they are just new recruits. So these guys are probably not going to do the best against trained Hastati. So in they go with their wooden swords. They're only sort of practice swords, practice shields. So shouldn't be doing too well. Though I am seeing the bodies of some Hastati down there. I'm actually seeing quite a few dead Hastati. You guys are really going to die to trainee legionaries? Really, I didn't try them against trainee legionaries before, so I really was not expecting them to do this poorly against them. I mean, they're starting to push back against them now. There's few trainee legionaries left against these Hastati. There's 3, 2, 1 Hastati. And there he goes. Yeah, okay. There's about 4 or 5 trainee legionaries left against the at the end of that. Yeah, the Hastati died here. Something that I have noticed with his Total War factions is that they seem slightly overpriced, as it were. I'm not sure how he's based the pricings of them. As you can see, the Hastati there, 185. I don't know whether that's the gold recruitment cost in Total War, or whether this is just like tabs deciding the cost. So let's put him up against some mercenary Samnite infantry, also another Total War mercenary unit. So let's put him up against Samnites, see how they go. Obviously, Samnites have got the advantage of having spears, though the mercenaries here apparently not doing as well against the Hastati. So the Hastati here can easily roll over some mercenary spear infantry, But then when it comes down to, you know, trainee legionaries with wooden swords, they lost. I mean, it was a close fight. Closer than this. I mean, as you can see, there's still Hastati here. Still got 3 Hastati over here. Yeah, there he goes. Nice cut. And then there's still this Sam Knight infantryman. Yeah, there he goes. Sam Knight infantry. My Sam Knight infantry here actually look relatively similar to the Hastati, just without the cheek guards of them. So yeah, there they go. So there's the Hastati. So our next thing is the gladiators, and you can't really go wrong with the gladiators. They are pretty much identical to the gladiators I've made here, although they have got very slightly different actual trousers on. These guys have got some sort of extra. Yeah, they've got like an. Yeah. So what he's done is he's used one of the like the Roman togas, I believe, or one of like the spooky. It's some sort of clothing that he's used to give them this this strap going around one of their shoulders, which is why they also have these things down the end. But otherwise, they look pretty much identical except for the shields. Shields are different colours, but otherwise they are pretty much exactly the same as my gladiators. However, my gladiators completely melt against these guys, which just goes to show how weak my gladiators actually are, because they are just a sort of throwaway unit. As you can see, completely dead. The Hastati, the fights with the Hastati lasted longer than this. These guys and his units just seem to have a lot more damage output. They just seem to do a lot more damage. I'm not sure exactly whether they're. I haven't checked any of the stats of these guys, so I'm not sure whether they're just also more. Also have different stats. They could have more health than the guys than my gladiators, but there you go. His gladiators, yeah, they look alright. They're just your standard gladiator, and yeah, they just seem to do a lot of damage. Let's put him up against some legionaries. Just see how it goes. Ideally, the legionaries will kill the gladiators, but by the looks of it, the gladiators sort of one-shot nearly everything that they touch. So. Yeah, geez, the gladiators are. It's a very close fight, actually. It could go either way at this point. No, Centurion kills off one of them. One legionary's down. It's just the legionary and the Centurion. No, just the Centurion left. He's got 3 gladiators to fight. And he's dead. Yeah, okay, gladiators won. Yeah, I think his gladiators just do absurd amounts of damage. His gladiators just do a lot of damage, compared to everything else. They just completely rollick any unit that they come up against. So, okay, there's his gladiators. Now, legionaries. We've all seen my legionaries, and I've given them a centurion because that's what they would have. It also helps to it just makes them look nicer when you spawn them in, just giving them a centurion in amongst the legionaries. So here's my legionaries, you know, pretty usual. Then here's his legionaries. Not sure about the beards. I'm not sure whether they should have beards or not. However, I do like, again, what he's done. He's given them a longer extension to their toga. I think it's using a skirt piece, because I use something like that for my knights as well. Let me just get out a French knight, for example. Just see. Yeah, he's using a very similar piece. Using a very similar piece to actually get the tunic to extend downwards. Yeah, his armor is otherwise slightly. His armor is a lot lighter than my armor. My armor is just the default metal. It's probably too dark actually, but I'm not going to change it. But otherwise, yeah, they're using the gladius. They're using the standard shield. They look relatively similar, except for obviously the beards. And his legionaries are actually quite expensive. 345 compared to my 120 120 for my legionaries. Yeah, 120. And then obviously 200 for the Centurion. So let's see how these boys go. With all of these battles, I'm having them all just go against each other. So one of them isn't holding position because why not just have them charge each other. And as you can see, the battles actually last quite a long time. The gladiator battle was over by now, but with these guys, the legionaries are having a good old battle. Looks like his legionaries are getting the better of my boys this time. Yep, they are indeed having the better fare of it. When I tested these guys out before, my legionaries actually beat them. In this case, however, it looks like it's not the case. Yep, his legionaries have got the better of my boys this time. But yeah, they seem decent enough units. Let's try that again. Let's see if my boys can't get out a win. In they go. They very slightly have a semblance of a battle line, and then it sort of devolves into this loose melee, which is definitely not Roman. Again, my boys seem to be faring a lot worse this time. Don't know why they were winning before. Honestly, they were winning before, but now my boys are definitely not winning. They've actually lost a lot harder this time. His guys have lost one guy. My boys have lost all of them. He suffered one casualty from all that. Boys, how are you doing this? How are you? I don't know. Emergency best of 5. So yeah, this is why I had them. That's why I didn't have them hold position, because they tend to charge out. In the battles that I do, the boys charging out like that is fine, but in this case it might not help. It might help. I'm not too sure. Currently it's again even. I'm seeing a lot of blue shields on the ground actually. This might have actually helped my boys with. Yeah, I think actually holding position actually helped my boys this time. they actually have a better fare of it. The Centurion's still up. We've still got legionaries. In they go. His legionaries actually are taller than my boys actually, I believe. Although that could just be an absurdly tall unit that was spawned. But yeah, there you go. This time my boys won when they were actually holding formation. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, when they're holding formation. No, yeah, he doesn't actually have someone to hold formation for him. But yeah, so there's my boys. Can go either way. In the straight fights, my guys were winning yesterday when I tested them, but in this case, yeah, it's a sort of even. Although his guys seem to have a slight more advantage, and that other legionary was just slightly taller. I'm not sure how he's managed to get these guys to actually ground their shields. My guys are holding them up, as you can see, protecting their torso and head, whereas his guys have got their shields slightly more grounded. Not too sure why. Could be that he's changed around something with their weight, perhaps. But yeah, so there's his legionaries. Now, armoured legionaries. These guys are better, par for par, against my standard legionaries. As you can see, these guys look different to his standard legionaries, and compared to my boys, they are more up-armoured. Big difference, obviously, is his armoured legionaries have got more armour. As you can see, the upper armour's got some armour there, which is actually a barrel from the pirate faction, which is made metal, which is interesting. They've also got a scarf around them. They still have a beard. They've also got, there you go, greaves. But otherwise, they don't seem to have any extra armour. However, they are better stat-wise than my legionaries by the looks, because they do trounce my legionaries in a one-on-one combat here. I would need a lot more units than them if I was to take out one block of his armoured legionaries, because as you can see, my legionaries are not doing well. The Centurion here, he's getting a bit swarmed, and yeah, the last remaining legionaries are over here. The Centurion, he's still giving it a go. He's still going for it. he's still giving it a go. Still trying his best. He's just getting swarmed, but Yeah, there he goes. So as we can see, they have killed a couple of armoured legionaries, but no, par for par, they are better than my... They are better than my legionaries, although saying that, I just want to try them up against my late Roman Comitatenses. Honestly, the Comitatenses are probably actually worse than my... Probably worse than regular legionaries, so... These guys are definitely not going to win this, I don't think. The late Roman army is not going to win against armoured legionaries. I mean, after all, they are basically cream of the crop of the Legion before you get to the Praetorian Guards, so... Armoured legionaries, I mean, the Comitatenses are actually giving it a pretty good go. They're actually doing better. They're faring better than the regular legionaries were. They've cleared up one side here, and they're starting to push back a little bit. We've still got some boys up. Are they actually going to do it? The Comitatenses might actually do it. Yeah, they did it. Comitatenses actually won against armoured legionaries. That's a surprise to me. I was not expecting that. I mean, we've got one guy trapped under here. So we've got 1, 2. We've got about 6 or 7. 6 or 7 Comitatenses left alive against these armoured legionaries. I'm surprised at that. I certainly did not think that the Comitatenses were going to win that. But yeah, there's his armoured legionaries. They're looking alright. But next, Praetorian Guard. Now, his Praetorian Guard are definitely going to look a lot more historically accurate to my Praetorian Guards, because my guys are wearing gold, which they definitely should not be. However, his Praetorian Guard are a lot more costly, at 690. 690 compared to my 240. I am, of course, going to give my guys a Centurion, just to help them stand out, and here's his guys. I do like how he's managed to replicate the helmet. He's used one of the sort of more Greek hoplite helmets for the plume, along with the Roman helmet. I do like that. He's also given them some samurai armor just to extend their segmented armor guards down to their elbow. I've also got some sort of wrist bindings on them. And they have got this sort of purple and white, which I do like how he's done that. And they are wearing the sort of Greek moulded chestplate armor, so that they do get a purple cape on them, which is good. I do like how his guys look here. They are, of course, also using legionary shields rather than oval shields, which is fair enough. I think in Total War they use rectangular shields, so yeah, there they are, using rectangular shields. So yeah, his guys, I mean, they're looking nice. My guys are just regular legionaries painted gold with better stats and oval shields. I mean, I didn't really put as much effort into making these guys look how they do, but again, he is going off of the Total War models. So let's see how this goes. I can't remember the outcome of this. My guys might be better compared to his guys. I'm not too sure. His guys definitely look nicer, I think, compared to my gold. I mean, my gold and purple... Oh, the Centurion's dead. Brilliant. I mean, my gold and purple makes them feel slightly more, imperial. But there they go. they decimated the Total War Praetorians here, but... yeah, his Praetorians I think do look nicer. I do like the look of his Praetorians. But there you go, my guys have swarmed his, and they have taken the victory here. So yeah, his Praetorians, I mean, they're nice, but they are, again, if we put 5 of them against, I think the only thing that springs to mind that is around this cost, his 690 cost, knights are 650. So let's put the 5 knights against his 5 Praetorians and just see how they go. Because the Tabs knights are pretty durable. They are also pretty big, and so far I've yet to see a dead knight compared to the Praetorians. Nope, there they go. Yeah, so his Praetorians, I think, like I said, his units seem to be slightly pricey for their actual stats. But again, I think he might be going off of the gold recruitment price of them in Total War Rome 2, which would explain it. But yeah, so we can get rid of them. Next, Vigiles. They're your basic spearmen, aren't they? Well, they're the equivalent of like Town Watch or something, aren't they? So let's not put them against Triarii yet. Let's instead put them against Samnite mercenaries again, because they're actually around the same cost. These guys, my guys are 100, his are 115 per unit, as you can see. Cost price slightly more in his favour, which technically should mean that his units are better than my guys. As you can see, they actually look relatively similar. He's using different armour for the chest plate and a different helmet. There's a Samnite mercenary with a very small head. But yeah, the Vigiles look like they might be getting the upper hand now of the mercenaries. Although saying that, we've actually got slightly more Samnite mercenaries up compared to Vigiles. Yep, Samnite mercenaries have taken it, and the small-headed Samnite mercenary has survived. So yeah, Vigiles, they're your basic spear unit. I'd take it. So yeah, they're not exactly the best. The Samnite mercenaries did win. But yeah, he is using slightly different chest armor. He's using the other Roman-style helmet, which is fair enough. Again, they look very nice indeed. Using their rectangular shields. So let's get rid of them and move on to the final actual melee unit, which is the Triarii. There you go, 21 Triarii of his versus 20 of my Triarii and a Centurion. Because you gotta have a Centurion, don't you? There you go. So his Triarii, yep, they look nice. They've got some elbow armor there. They've actually got a different. He's actually got different shoulder armor instead of the regular legionary armor like that, the regular Roman armor. He's gone for the medieval segmented armor style, which is an interesting choice. And yeah, what else has he got? Yeah, no greaves, obviously. Just the segmented Roman armor, and yeah, they've got the same weapon layout as me as well. And they are using the regular Roman helmet. So see how this goes. Again, the same with the Triarii and the Legionaries. My Triarii were beating him last night. As then and now, I mean, they are sort of getting slightly encircled. So my Triarii, I think, might not be winning this one. Although I am seeing slightly more blue shields on the ground compared to red shields, so I think my guys might actually be getting the upper hand. There is a dead red Triarii there. We're starting to get some casualties over here. Yeah, we've got one dead over here, one dead over there. Getting some reinforcements coming in over here as well. Where's the Centurion? There he is. Centurion's still alive. Got some... Oh my... You got pinged away. Looks like actually my guys are starting to lose now. Yeah, the few isolated Triarii are starting to get killed by his blobs. Yeah, the last remaining guys of mine are over here. And yeah, they are slightly outnumbered now. Yeah, it's down to one Triarii and a Centurion who is struggling to get up because he's a bit trapped. Yeah, his leg's trapped under a body. That's a shame for the Centurion. Oh my god. Yep, Centurion's dead. So yeah, there you go. My Triarii lost this one. Yeah. Not much really to say about this. Obviously, his Triarii have got the upper hand this time. Let's try that once more, see if my guys can't get out and win. Obviously, I am going to be biased towards my units. I mean, I was the one who made them. Why would I be against my units when I'm the one that made them? Obviously, I'm going to want my guys to win. But yeah, it tends to be sort of 50-50. His units seem to get the upper hand this time around. Because honestly, I swear I'm not making it up. I'm not lying. My units were winning in the few battles that I did before, but It's because his units seem to have developed a tactic where they sort of isolate a couple of units, take them away from the fight, kill them, and then they come in as fresh reinforcements. But I think this time around my Triari are actually winning. Yeah, there's definitely more of my Triari left alive this time. So it's a bit of a 50-50 battle between my guys and their guys. It just sort of depends on what the individual tab's AI does as to who wins. If the units get broke up, it could go either way. But in this case, yeah, there you go. In this case, my guys did win, which is obviously good for me. But yeah, there you go. His Total War units, they do look nice, I do have to say. All of his units look nice. I'm just going to do quickly Velite, and then Mercenary Italic Velite, and then I'm also going to get the Auxiliary Archer, because the last thing we have to look at is his ranged units, which means the Pylons, the Heavy Pylon, and the Auxiliary Archers. So we've just put down a bunch of signifiers here just to give them something to shoot at, and we're going to see just the reload speed. There they go. So my Auxiliary Archer is on the right, and well, all of my ranged units are on the right. It looks like, yeah, my guys do reload faster than his guys. As you can see, my Auxiliary Archer has got a slightly faster fire rate than these guys, and my Javelin throwers have also got a slightly faster reload speed compared to his guys as well. His guys, though, they do look nice. He has got an oval shield. Oh, that's it, they're all dead, all the signifiers. Yeah. His light and heavy Javelin throwers are quite similar to actually how I've done my guys. My Mercenary is more lightly armoured compared to my Velite, who has actually got a proper shield, and his guys are sort of similar way. And his Auxiliary Archer is actually it's actually got more armour than my Auxiliary Archer, so there's that to note. But yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what the stats are of these guys. They're probably going to be pretty weak, the same as my guys. But yeah, there you go. So that's his Roman faction. With all of his factions, I do like how he has got the Total War unit cards for their pictures. I do like how he's done that. But we're going to be moving away from the Romans, and we're going to be moving on to the Spartans here. So starting off with Spartan youths, child soldiers, who are, yeah, well, I mean, they're just child soldiers, aren't they? They're Spartan youths who have been brought up to fight from near birth, basically. They've got small circular shields, they've got spears. I mean, they're all wearing beards, so they're all very manly youths. And I'm going to put them up against just levies. Levy hoplites, Greek militia, armed citizenry, just to see how well they fare. Oh, I need to give the levies one more. There you go. So before, when I tried these guys out, it was very close actually. The levies very nearly beat the youths. This time around though, I'm expecting the youths to win, because my levies really are just that. They are just levies. They are pretty much throw-away units for when you need a flank guarded by something not very well, or whether you need just some backup that's not very good. They are just throwaway units, and as you can see here, it was still very close. I mean, there's only 4 Spartan youths left compared to my armed citizens. So yeah, they really, his Spartan youths are yeah, they're just the equivalent of levies. They are just cheap throwaway units for when you need some men in the field. But I know someone who won't care that they're children. Mercenaries, mercenary hoplites. Now these guys, they are better than the levies. So in this case, considering how close it was between the levies and the youths, the mercenaries should definitely have the upper hand over the Spartan youths here, and indeed they are. Mercenaries, so long as they get paid, they don't care who they kill. So yeah, as it turns out, children that are raised from near birth to handle a sword and to handle a spear and shield are slightly better than armed citizens, but not as good against men fighting for money. Who'd have seen that coming? So next on we've got these guys. Where are these guys? Pirakoi hoplites. I have not played Sparta much in Total War Rome 2, so I'm not too sure on these Greek names. But here they are. They are using the pretty standard hoplite chestplate, the same as my guys. They are using the Roman style helmets with beards, and they're using the more stylish form of tunic. They are, however, using smaller circular shields to my mercenaries, and they still have got their short spears. So, I mean, they look nice. They also have greaves. They're looking all right. Very interesting. Let's see how the mercenaries do. In they go. They're starting to get the upper hand, although there is quite a few dead mercenaries there. It's about even. I think there's slightly more mercenaries left on the field. Yeah, I think my mercenaries slightly have the upper hand. Yep, ever so slightly. Ever so slightly the mercenaries have got it. But they put up a decent fight, those other hoplites. I think it probably came down to the fact that my mercenaries have got slightly larger shields compared to these guys. These guys have got the smaller Ottoman shield, whereas my guys have got the full hoplite shield just for the style, really. But yeah, there you go. My mercenaries have once again cleared up, which is nice. But against Spartan hoplites, though, yeah, these guys. You can tell that these guys were made recently because they are using the shield that was introduced with the good faction. Let me actually close their ranks there. They had a big gap. But yeah, there you go. These guys, I do like his shields. I do like the shields in this case and the colours that he's chosen for them. Not too sure on the actual chest armour that he's using. He is using the standard Greek hoplite chest armour again. He's also using short spears rather than the longer sarissas. But maybe that's what they use in Total War. Again, I haven't actually played Total War Rome 2 for some years now. So it's been a while since I've seen these units. So I'm not sure whether they do use the longer sarissas. I'm not sure. They might, but maybe that's reserved for the Royal Spartans in Total War. But otherwise, these guys they look nice enough. I'm not too sure about his colour scheme that he's going for as well. Let me just see. Does it change if he's gone into the red? No, they're still the white. Still more of the white. But again, maybe that's how they are in Total War. But yeah, otherwise these guys they're looking nice. He is actually now using the Greek style helmet. And these Spartan hoplites should beat the mercenaries. I mean, the mercenaries are cheaper than regular units, and yeah, the mercenaries are starting to get decimated by the Spartans. Yeah, they're definitely not having the upper hand this time around. Their reign of terror has come to an end to the Spartans. There is relatively few Spartan casualties here. I mean, these mercenaries are proving to be a bit more troublesome to them, putting up a stiff resistance. Saying that, there's actually only a couple of Spartans left. There's only 5 Spartans left alive here, which I was expecting them to clean up a little bit more, if I'm perfectly honest. But yeah, no, the Spartans did actually manage to win that, which I should expect for a 440 cost unit compared to a 100 cost unit. I would expect them to win. But yeah, there you go. There's the Spartans. Now we're moving on to the Royal Spartans. As we can see here, let's get out another 21 of them rather. There they are. So he's actually inverted the colours for the shields, which is interesting. It has given them a nice darker red hue to them. These guys do look good. I do like these guys. They're looking very fine, very fly. They're using the more full Greek helmet, which is nice with the big plume. Yeah, nice shields. They've got sort of bronze tipped bronze-tipped spears, and their armour. I do like his armour. I do like his armour here. He is using the sandwich board, one-piece moulded chest armour. He's got a sash around the waist, which is very nice. He's got some good armour protecting the arms of these guys. They do look very nice. They do indeed look very good. But we are going to have to put them against. Oh, going to have to put them against my Spartan hoplites, and my guys here are actually using sarissas, which his guys are not. His guys are still using these short spears, which is possibly going to give them a bit of a disadvantage. So here we go. Small little phalanx versus his little phalanx. Let's see how it goes. The sarissas probably going to help out my Spartans a bit, but who knows? Maybe the shorter range of their spears will allow them to deal more damage more effectively than my guys, especially when they get trapped under bodies. Under bodies there. So my guys have actually pushed them more over to this side. I'm seeing some Spartan casualties from my side. Or am I? Have I actually lost a man here, or has it been a complete sweep? This might actually be a clean sweep. Is this guy dead? The guy, is he dead? No, he's still holding onto his shield. This might actually be a clean sweep for my Spartans. My Spartans might have cleaned up shop. A complete stack wipe. Oh no. Not a stack wipe, not quite. We have got one casualty. One casualty from my guys here. Yeah, his Spartans do look nice, but against men with sarissas they don't do so. They're not so hot. Let me try them against Triarii, actually. I just want to see the age-old question: will Triarii beat Spartan hoplites? There they go. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's a big old fight. No one's really died yet. Waiting for the first casualty on someone's side, but right now, no one really is dying. Oh, is that? No, that's not a dead Triarii. Oh no, there's a dead Triarii. There you go. Finally, we've had a casualty. One Triarii is dead. As for the rest of them, we've got a dead Spartan over here. I'm seeing a couple of Triarii. Yeah, I'm seeing the Triarii definitely are not as good, actual stat-wise than these Spartans by the looks. Yeah, Royal Spartans are indeed better than Triarii here. Oh yeah, definitely. Considering they've got a squad of 4 of them rolling up here, I was thinking actually it's looking relatively even in the main fight field here, but no. Extra people are coming over here. We've also got these guys finishing off this Triarii. We've got, yeah, we got 6 or 7 Triarii actually left alive for the Romans here, but I mean it's a long-lasting fight. I'm surprised actually how long this fight's lasting. Was not expecting it to last so long. We've got a few isolated pockets of Triarii left alive. I mean, they're doing their best against the Royal Spartans. However, they have not got the upper hand here. I mean, that being said, they have put up a decent fight. The Royal Spartans, I mean, there's only 4 or 5 of them left over here fighting against this one Triarii. We've got this one guy left alive here, trying his best to come over here, help out his comrade. But nope, he's just died. It's just this guy left then. Against 3 Royal Spartans. If he manages to win this, he'll be the hero of the Republic and the Empire. So, I mean, depending on what time frame you want to put this at. Yeah, he's doing his best. He's really doing his best. He's getting knocked around everywhere. I honestly do not think he's going to win this. He's putting up a good show. There he goes. Finally, he's dead. So yeah, the Royal Spartans just about managed to win that. I'm honestly surprised I'm honestly surprised that. I mean, look at the cost difference. Look at the cost difference between my guys and the Royal Spartans. The Royal Spartans are 770 after all, and yeah, they really did not do so hot. Now the thing is, we've now also got pikemen. The only pikemen I have are mercenary Illyrian pikemen. So I guess I'll put down some of those. We'll just check out the pikemen quickly. Here they are. Mercenary Illyrian pikemen. What is it? 12. There you go. So here's this guys. We've got Spartan pikemen on this side, and then we've got Perekoi pikemen here. They are, by the looks of it, the same. They are just the same unit models, I think, just with changed weapon. These guys have got pikes rather than a spear and shield. And obviously, my Illyrian pikemen, they are mercenaries, but they do have a shield at least. So there they go. Just look at how long these. Yep, there they go. That was very quick, very quick. Turns out having a shield is rather useful when going up against pikes. Their pikemen just sort of melted against my Illyrians. But yeah, there goes that. The last remaining thing then is to check out the Peltasts. Obviously here are mine. We've got Greek Peltast and Mercenary Greek Peltast here. And then for his guys we have got Helot Javelin and Perekoi Peltast, and they've also got some archers here as well. Oh my god, what the hell are you? Hello. Yeah, okay. He looked Australian for a moment because of the hat, but no, he's got an Australian style hat, but yeah, okay. Hello there, friend. And then as for his other javelin men, yeah, they're pretty standard javelin men. Wearing a traditional Greek chestplate there. He's actually got a face wrap around him. But yeah, let's just put down some. Oh, the Teutons don't have one. Let's put down French colour parties just to give them something to shoot at. So there they go. Obviously, their first javelin throws are going to be all in time, but who's it going to come down to? Comes down to my Peltast, then my mercenary, and then his guys reload at about the same time. Which means that, yeah, they've actually got a relatively slow throw speed. But I should imagine all of these guys that have got the slow throw speed is probably due to him not changing their attack speed. Whereas I like to just I just tend to like to swap around and change them. So there's that. I did also get, where are they? Where are they? I did get another one of his, which was Macedon, but I can't seem to see it anywhere in here. Ah, there it is, Macedon. So yeah, let's check out Macedon quick. What have they got? Town Militia. Okay. Interesting. Very nice. They are yet quite literally just your militia, and I know who I'm going to put against these guys. I'm going to put some Libyan infantry. There you go. Let's get some Libyan infantry in here because they look relatively the same. My guys just have got an actual chestplate armor, but these guys have got the same sort of helmet, and they've actually got a slightly bigger shield because they've got. My guys have got a short sword and a stiffy shield. These guys have got the Ottoman shield and a gladius. So could go either way. They are, after all, only militia. My guys are actually trained mercenaries, so the mercenaries might well have this. But yeah, the mercenaries, mercenaries definitely had it over some militia. Let me just try some plebs. Hang on, I'm just going to randomly dot the plebs around. In they go. The plebs have obviously got the foolish jump. They do not have a shield. They are quite literally fodder for soaking up damage. Yeah, they really have not gone well. They really have not done well against the militia here. Militia suffered barely any casualties. Okay, so militia, interesting. I like it. We've got Thracian warriors. See, I'd like to make some Thracian warriors, but the problem is you have to use these curved swords that he's using, which are not the same. They are just not the same, as you can see, compared to the Total War picture he's got there. They do look nice though. I do like them. They've got This guy's got a very weird arm, but they have got some wrap around them. They're in a very nice light orange tunic. They've got some baggy brown trousers. Got standard hoplite chest plate, and they've also got some Roman armor there. Who can I put against these guys? Let's try some mercenary spear band. Why not? Chuck mercenaries at them. Okay, these guys have got cavalry charge. That's definitely, yeah, okay. Cavalry charge. Interesting. Cavalry charge is quite overpowered, as you can see, just from the amount of damage it does. Not sure whether that's on purpose or not. Because those guys... Yeah, they're 240 cost. That's the same as some of my Praetorians. But if I put my Praetorians against them, my Praetorians are going to die. Because cavalry charge is pretty overpowered. In that case, though, it didn't bounce them around a lot, which is interesting. But I'm seeing some dead Praetorians here. Okay, no, my Praetorians are actually starting to clear up. I mean, we've suffered some Praetorian casualties here, but no, they have actually managed to clear up against the Thorax Swordsman. Let's try that once more. Nope, there they go. There they go. It's just whether or not the charge actually triggers properly or not. I think that other time must have been a fluke. Where, oh my god, Praetorian just ran up, smacked him in the face with his sword. Yeah, okay. Not sure whether the cavalry charge was on purpose, whether he meant to do the night charge instead. But if your units can survive, you might have a chance. But if they die to the cavalry charge, then yeah, there's no hope for you. Absolutely no hope for you. Okay. Oh no, they were Thracian warriors. Sorry, they were just Thracian warriors. These are the Thorax Swordsmen. So, what are these guys looking like? These guys, looking good. Looking good. They're using a variety of armour actually here. Using some Knight Pauldron armour. They've again got a nice long tunic on them, which is very nice. They've got a sort of scarf around them. They're using the hoplite armour, Roman helmet. They're using Gladius again with Roman shields, which is interesting. What can I put against them? Thorax Swordsman. See, I don't really have anything in here for them to go up against. Mercenaries again. It's always a good fallback. Go to the mercenaries. Celtic Axemen, maybe. There you go. Let's try some Celtic Axemen against them then. Barbarians versus non-barbarians. See how they go. I mean, the mercenaries are not having a good time of it. That being said, actually, no, the Axemen have actually managed to clear up over these guys. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Thorax Swordsman against those guys. Let me see, because this is something I haven't done before with his, because I've only really just checked out these factions now. I just want to see pitting his factions against his factions, see how it goes, because obviously these guys are going to be slightly similar price-wise. So his legionaries versus his Thorax Swordsman here. See how it goes, because against my guys tend to have the upper hand most of the time, but pitting his faction against his faction, which is obviously going to be the way that he intended them to work. Not comparing them to other factions, but comparing them to his own factions. Let's see how this goes. Legionaries versus the Thorax Swordsman. Legionaries seem to have... actually, no, it's about even. It's about even. Yeah, I think the Thorax Swordsman might have this in the bag, actually, looking at it. There's only a couple of legionaries left. Yeah, 3 legionaries. Oh, it's actually got back in the legionaries' favour. It's down to a 2v2. Nope, there they go. Thorax Swordsman just about managed to win this. Just about managed to win. against these legionaries. Interesting. So yeah, interesting. Obviously, I should imagine that's how you're meant to. That's how you're meant to use these units. You're meant to pit them against each other, not compare them to other units. But that's just what I'm gonna do because why not? You know, why wouldn't I do that? Let's get up. There you go. Just some standard bearers. Compare his royal peltast to my peltast. In they go. My peltast fires quicker. Okay. But yeah, his royal peltast does look nice. I do like that shield that he's got on him. And yeah, he is looking very nice. Using the medieval shoulder armor as well. Whereas my guys are very much not armored. But yeah, he has got a Greek helmet on him, which is very nice. Let me see if I can't find in his unit here. What have we got? No. What about Hoplite? No. Levy pikemen. No. Again, they're just pikemen. Foot companions. Thracian peltast. Macedonians. Regular hoplites. Yeah, you see. None of his guys here are using sarissas, which I'm assuming is because he's basing it off of Total War, where Total War they may or may not have sarissas, whereas I'm basing them not off of Total War, so I am using sarissas. So let me use my hoplites versus his hoplites. His hoplites, looking very nice. He's gone for a sort of mix of armor actually. He's using a Roman segmented armor combined with hoplite armor. He's using a hoplite helmet with longer tunics once again. He's using the nice shields introduced in the good faction. He's using shorter swords. Interesting. It's an interesting design. Not sure what I think of it yet. But definitely sarissas are beating short spears here. As we can see, there's a lot of dead Macedonian hoplites compared to my regular Greek hoplites. Yeah, my hoplites are definitely winning that one. So yeah, obviously, like I said, his Total War factions, you're meant to put them against each other, not doing what I'm doing. I am going to be upsetting someone in the comments, most likely, because you know shouldn't be putting them against my units because they're not rated to go against my units, or against indeed the base game units. Because if I was to put his hoplites here against regular Greek hoplites from the ancient faction. There you go. Base game versus not base game. Let's see how it goes. Will his hoplites have the upper hand? It looks like yes. Actually, no. I don't think so. I don't think his hoplites have actually got the upper hand over the base game hoplites. No, they do not. They do not. So compared to my units and compared to base game units, his units are weaker. They're more expensive and they are weaker. However, when you're fighting his Total War units against his Total War units, obviously, yeah, it'll be more of a fair fight. Oh yeah, shield bearers, looking very nice. Again, using the same armor style that I do like there. Levy pikemen. Okay, just your regular old pikemen. Pretty standard, very nice. Foot companions and thorax pikemen. Yep, liking this design. Going with the more traditional hoplite design, same as what I went with for my hoplites. Very nice. Light hoplites, yeah, just using the Ottoman shield once again.
Also using that Chinese plate armor that I use for some of my guys. Interesting. Macedonians, very nice. I do like their hats. They do look very similar to the Total War units here, especially this guy. Very nice. It's done a very good job on recreating these guys in tabs, because tabs does not have the greatest range for making everything in the unit creator. You can make most things, but not everything. So yeah, Macedon, very nice. Do like that. Carthage, does he have war elephants? No, he has not gone with war elephants because he doesn't want to mess around with the. He does not want to mess around with the unit creator, which is fair enough. He has got some sacred band in there. Very nice. Very nice indeed. They're using a using the Greek style helmet. Yeah, and he's gone with a combined molded chest plate armor combined with the hot plate armor, which is interesting. That's how he's got the cape on him. Very good. Very good. Does look very nice. I do like him. Town militia, yep. Pretty standard. Are they the same? 115. Let me go into his Macedonian faction. Yeah, I think. Yeah, they're the same design, except this guy has got a couple of extra things on him. He's got a slightly different shield. He's got a slightly different sword, and he's got wearing slightly different things. But yeah, for the most part, they're pretty much the same. Fair enough. That makes sense. I probably wouldn't have even done that if I was making that faction. I would have just used the same guy. Oh, very nice. He's using the new paladin shield, but he's painted it all one colour, which is very nice. I do like that. It does give it a nice look without the pattern on it. Yeah, very nice swordsman, very nice. Scutari, Libyan infantry. Here we go. Very nice. Using a centurion shield. Good. Using a short sword as well. Hot plate armor, and using a combination by the looks. You know what he's done, I think. Yeah, to give him that distinctive helmet design, he's sort of merged two hats. He's merged a hat with a helmet to give it that distinctive helmet. Very clever, very clever. I do like that. That's very good. Yeah. Yeah, well done. Well done. I do like that. Yeah, it's come out very well. It's come out very well how he's done that. So yeah, these guys, as you can just about tell from their unit cards, they've got that sort of funny Greek helmet, which has got that sort of bulge at the top, and that's what he's recreated here, which is very good indeed. They're very nice. Light top plates, yeah, just your standard light top plate. Libyan hot plate as well. Going with the hot plate helmet design again. They've got some armor down the side, but for the most part, they're just wearing regular old Greek torso armor. Yep, pretty much. Very, very interesting. Sacred Band. Yep. Levy pikemen. We've got African pikemen. Very nice. Very nice. Got a nice beard on him. Very good. And then we've got Iberian skirmishers, Balearic slingers. Oh, okay. For the slingers, he's using a lasso. Very interesting. Then we got Cretan archers. Yep. Very nice. Just standard old Cretan archer. Very good. Let me see how these Balearic slingers work. No, not against Marines. Marines will just shoot them. Ah, okay. No, I see how he's done that. Right, yeah. I never thought of that. That's very clever. He's using the lasso, but instead of having it fire a lasso, he's using it to fire musket balls. Yeah, okay. That's very clever. I like that. I do like that a lot. That's very clever. Oh, I wish I'd thought of that. Didn't even realise you could do that. I completely did not realise you could do that. No, that's very clever. Now you can do slingers then. Okay. Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. Very good. It's the last one here. We've got the Iceni, the Thracians, and the Averni. So, what we got here? Thracian Peltasts. Yeah, very nice. Thracian Archers as well. Okay, interesting design. I like it. I like it. What we got here? Thracian Nobles. Yep, curved sword. Curving the wrong way, obviously, because you can't do the forward curve in tabs, unfortunately. Levy Freeman for 95 cost. Ooh, hello there. Yeah, you really are a Levy Freeman, aren't you? You certainly look it. Yeah, pretty much armed militia. Gaulo-Thracian infantry. Yeah, okay. Interesting, I like it. He's going with an interesting design. They've got a bit of armour on their arms there. They've also got the Gallic helmet. Very nice. Thracian warriors. Again, can't do the proper curved sword. Do these guys have the... Yeah, these guys have got the cavalry charge. So it wasn't a mistake. That is just how he's done it. Okay, interesting. Tribal warriors. Very nice tribal warriors. Like how he's gone with the big circular shield, which is very good. These guys are not going to be stopping that for a while, so let's get rid of that. Thracian nobles, yeah, look at them, very nice. Spear warriors, okay, he's gone with the tribal shield. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, what about the Averni? There you go. Last two, we've got some barbarians. Do they... Celtic warriors, naked warriors, sword band. We've got some Briton skirmishers. Very nice. There you go, Britons. Yeah, okay, interesting. Sword band, rather. Painted one. Okay, gone with the mercenary shield. Hoplite shield, rather. Very interesting, very interesting. I mean, they do look barbaric. I mean... Chosen sword band, heroic nobles. Oh, chosen sword band. Chosen spear band, rather. Okay, yeah, these guys are looking nice. I do like them. I like their shields. Definitely, do their shields? Yeah, okay, so yeah, one side is... yeah, okay. That makes sense, You know, these guys are looking nice. Looking very nice. Levy Freeman for 95 cost. Yeah, once again, they're the same as the one in Thrace. This is the problem with the tribal shield. The hole, they tend to just stick their arm through it. It's not what you should do. And the Averni. Got some Oathsworn in here. Very nice. Ah, I like how he's done that with the helmet. Yeah, very nice Oathsworn. Because we got regular old chosen swordsmen, naked warriors, Celtic warriors. Yeah, very good. Looking very barbaric, very Gallic and barbaric. Levy Freeman, spear warriors, chosen spearmen, spear nobles, Gallic youths, and Gallic hunters. Ah. Interesting. And then these guys, yeah, they're looking very nice. They got the plume on the helmet of the what is that? Chosen spears, isn't it? Or spear nobles, rather. Yeah, spear noble. Very good, very good. So yeah, that's just a look at the Total War factions that I found on the workshop. They're very good, very good. Comparing them against each other, they're very well priced. But comparing them to my units and also base game units, they are very much overpriced and underpowered. But they do look nice. I do like how he's done them, and I hope he continues to make more. So I'll thank you for watching, and goodbye.